Hi Year 8s, so we should have by now translated the story Tres Servi. If you haven't done so, then pause the video and go to page 5 of the online textbook of book 2. So this is a story about 3 of Salvius's slaves. You need to translate the whole thing before you watch this video. Okay, so we start off. This is like a play script, so the bits in italics are just present tense because they're almost like stage directions. They're just describing the scene. So if you look at laboranti, you can see it's not imperfect or perfect, it's just present tense, as are the other verbs in the rest of this story. So 3 slaves are working in the house. This house is in Britain. The slaves are working carefully because they are waiting for their master. So if you translated that as because their master is waiting, it's not right because dominum is accusative, so you can't have that word doing the action. And expectant, that ending unt on the end, shows us that it's more than one person doing that thing. So it's they that are waiting for their master. The slaves are complaining about their life. So vitam is life, suram tells us that it's their life. Okay, and then Philos is the first to speak, and we are told he counts, numerat, we met that word last lesson in infinitive form, numerare, to count. So he counts money, and this is what he says. It is raining again. It is always raining. We never see the sun. So you can see there. First we've got nos, which means we, and vide mus ends in mus because it's the we version of the verb. So we never see the sun. I want, volo, I want to go back. I want to return to Italy. I want to see the sun. So we have 2 infinitives here, redire, to go back or to return, and videre, to see. And then volubilis, we are told he prepares dinner in the kitchen. And he says, where is the wine? I see no wine. Who has drunk it? So there we have managed to sneak in a perfect tense. Remember your very ugly X Factor singers, so that S there is part of the perfect stem. And it is obviously perfect tense ending. And he carries on, I am not able to drink water. He's got real issues here. Another infinitive there in bibere, to drink. And he says water is foul. Bregans, he is washing the floor. And he says, I don't want to work. I am tired. I drank a lot of wine, or I have drunk a lot of wine. I want to sleep. So there maybe is your answer as to who's been drinking all the wine. And then we're told in the brackets, Varica suddenly enters the house. Varica is the slave manager. So remember, he's the guy in charge. And he comes along and he says, slaves, our angry master has arrived. Okay, so noster meaning our, and he's also described as iratus, he's angry. The slaves, and then you're told what coniurationem. Coniuratio is given for you at the side there, that's a plot. And fecerunt, remember the perfect tense in endings, e isti it, imus istis erunt, so that's perfect tense. So the slaves among the cantici have made a plot. The master, or our master, is wounded. So these cantici, who are a British tribe, obviously not happy with the fact that Salvius is ruling over them, that Salvius the Roman is in charge. So they've come up with some kind of plot and they've managed to wound Salvius. It's probably the case that they actually tried to kill him, but they've not succeeded. And then Bregans says, We want to hear, our dear, our final infinitive here, we want to hear about this plot. Tell the thing or tell the story. And then the next story, we will find out exactly what it is that these slaves have tried to do to Salvius.